Catching the boot. Cobra strike! Oh, the venom! It's Santino for the victory!
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications. And once you're done, leave a comment down below and I just might end up responding. Professional wrestling encounters a lot of hiccups on the long road to feeling like it's a legitimate competition between bad booking decisions, in-ring botches, and the likes. You almost forget that at the end of the day, these guys are basically actors. Sure, wrestlers are wrestlers, but in a way, they're also 100% acting in the ring, so you need to possess a lot of skill to handle a lot of these situations. These guys were acting at around 270%. I'm D Wicket, and these are the 10 most overdramatic and oversold WWE moments of all time. Number 10, Shawn Michaels lands on his head. That is a pretty fair starting point for such a list. During an old school match against Sid, Michaels was doing his thing, going for his big, innovative offensive maneuvers. Remember back when a double axe handle was an offensively innovative maneuver off the second rope? Sorry. Anyways, Sid gets his leg up at the last moment, does the big boot from the ground, and just the definition of an oversell takes place as Michaels flops around and manages to land himself directly on top of his head for just a split second, just a moment. It was smooth as shit. Like, it doesn't make sense how he just kind of bounces and then slowly leans backwards and then suddenly becomes a dreidel, but that's what happened and it was awesome. Number 9, Mr. Perfect's punches, or more so, Jake Roberts' punches on Mr. Perfect. Now, some moves have never made sense doing so much damage to their opponent in the context of professional wrestling. For example, if a regular punch to the head barely does anything, which as we've learned over the years now is how WWE portrays punches to the head, then a wrestler running to the rope only to bounce back and then still swing their arm back and then back forward for a punch, that's like a complete waste of time, right? Like, you took away all the momentum from running back to the ropes as soon as you cocked your wrist back. So the bounce is pointless, right? I mean, that's just my logic. I'm no damn scientist. I'm just a wrestling critic, and momentum lost or not, the way Perfect handles this sell is dramatic as fuck. He didn't even spin the right way. Number 8, Ziggler's side effect. Many people have compared Seth Rollins to the second coming of Mr. Shawn Michaels, but years before that comparison was being made, Dolph Ziggler was getting the exact same kind of compliment. After years of no one coming even close, Zigzag was the first man to really bring in that workhorse, overselling, dramatic wrestling style that made Shawn Michaels the showstopper, which, ironically enough, puts Dolph Ziggler being the show-off in an even brighter light. If there's ever been proof that they're similar, it'd be that time Ziggler recreated the iconic Shawn Michaels landing on my head spot from our number 10 entry and somehow made it even smoother in a match against Matt Hardy of all.
It's that heart of a champion.
Oh, and a side effect by Matt Hardy. Dolph Ziggler frozen in...
Number 7, Ziggler's monkey flip. Okay, Dolph Ziggler is really good in the ring, you guys. In fact, why bother stopping it just landing on your head? Why not go twice the distance by flying over your head and landing on top of your stomach? Because when Dolph Ziggler is selling a Kofi Kingston monkey flip, he makes sure he gets a full fucking flip in there before landing, and goddamn is it impressive to watch. Dolph Ziggler, thank you for guiding us through the dark eras of the WWE.
I mean, not conserving a whole lot of energy right here. Could be totally wasted. Oh, wow.
Plenty of wrestlers have iconic spots that they do. Ric Flair could have made this list just from flopping around, and another wrestler later on this list has their own specific spot that they oversell, but none look as pure as Randy Orton selling a sweet chin music. Is it over dramatic? Absolutely, but goddamn, if over dramatic has ever been a good thing, it's right now. Like a great movie that's admittedly a bit overrated, say Star Wars. Come the fuck at me comment section. I'd say Randy selling a sweet chin music is like a trailer to a cinematography masterpiece is more than acceptable. And he somehow does it just about every goddamn time.
Match continues.
Number 5, Savage goes for the pin. Randy Savage lost the 1993 Royal Rumble in just about the stupidest of ways possible. After putting in a great showing and getting a sizable comeback over the much bigger and more threatening Yoko candidate, and normally that'd be enough to end anyone off in a one-on-one matchup, so it's kind of understandable to have this. It is ridiculous, and while I do love it, emphasis on it's ridiculous.
Savage with the elbow. Pinfalls don't count. Oh, there we go. They threw him out from the floor.
Number 4, Triple H's epic oversell. Perhaps the single most iconic selling moment in the history of professional wrestling. I can't help myself but ensure that this is making the list. Especially because in a mockery of his best friend Shawn Michaels overselling on top of his head almost a decade earlier, Trips went off the ropes in the same move that flopped HBK so much, a boot to the face. But he put his own spin on this oversell. For Triple H's rendition, instead of landing on his head for 2 seconds, he stayed on his feet without moving for almost 90. Top off the insanity with a flare drop and you've got yourself a moment for the history books.
2 hours later.
Number 3, JTG struck by Venom. Former Crime Time member JTG did quite literally one thing worth noting after his tenure as a tag team wrestler with the WWE, and it was this. During a match with Santino Marella, JTG really went out of his way to ensure that everyone knew just how deadly Santino's Cobra was. In perhaps the greatest end to any comedy match WWE has given us thus far, JTG kept hiding from the Cobra, flinched every time he popped up before finally being quote-unquote bit by Santino's hand and basically having a miniature seizure from the contact. Look how he shrivels up and just drops to the ground. What the fuck, JTG? Why is this your only good memory?
To battle back. Catching the boot. Cobra strike! Oh, the Venom! On target. Santino for the...
Number 2, the Stunned Rock. Dwayne Johnson is a former football player, semi-retired pro wrestler, and actor with many skills, many talents, and even more accolades. But first and foremost, he is a stone cold seller. Rocky doesn't just sell stone cold stunners, he gets shot in the goddamn face by him. If you thought Randy selling Sweet Chin Music was obnoxious, you're gonna lose your shit watching The Rock literally flop backwards every time Austin lands a finisher on the Great.
Has been intercon. Whoa! Austin! Stone Cold! This will be it if he connects. Austin with a stunner. Austin got the stunner. My God, a stunner. Oh, God, there's Austin. I know what side he's on. It's Stone Cold. Austin in the rock. Austin with a stunner on the block.
And number 1, Shawn Michaels versus Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is finally back in the WWE, so let's celebrate his legacy with the greatest thing he's ever been a part of, and no, it's not because of him. Back in 2005, a trio of dream matches were pitched pitting Mr. WrestleMania versus Mr. WrestleMania, essentially. Hogan versus Michaels. They'd go back and forth with the Hulkster winning the set 2-1, but Hogan canceled last minute on matches 2 and 3 just hours before the initial SummerSlam matchup went underway. Knowing this, and the fact that he wouldn't be getting his win back, Michaels lost his shit during the match and decided to essentially throw it out the window. You have not seen dramatic selling until you've seen a pissed off Shawn Michaels.
Michaels hit for the ride. No! Not the big boot. The impact of a neck drop.
And those are the 10 most overdramatic and oversold WWE moments of all time. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments down below and be sure to subscribe for more of that classic Watch WWE content.